Hello there, YouTube. Turan Han here, and welcome back to my new sort of series on Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, where I'm sort of covering the Knights of the Mediterranean event. I should really be doing three at a single day. I think they cap out. You can't do more than 3 missions per day. Uh, but last time this took me 3 hours. That was too long. Usually it takes me just 1 hour, but then I think because my ally was Italians and Italians are a new civ, the AI doesn't yet quite know how to use them well. While AI knows very well how to use what's it civ what's Dutch. So what I'm gonna do here for this next one, I'm gonna be Italians. I'll play the Italians, but I'll be allied with Dutch, and hopefully it'll be in a bit an hour or two. It'll be a bit quicker, hopefully. And but what I have to do here is 5,000 damage with artillery. And why I think Italians are actually better with that is because they gave the Papal Bombard, and I want to see how well it does, how well it compares to the Great Bombard that the Ottomans get, for example. But anyway, this is called Mdina, and we can see there's a map here. I think they have. No, let's just. Oh, it just shows you the next one that you're on. Interesting. It shows. Interesting. There's there's Cormi. We did Cormi, so now we're gonna do Mdina, and let's read here. We're gonna unlock this. I don't think they gave her a name. It's like under the home city for the Maltese. Yeah, the next time I play, I already unlocked Morgan Black. That's how Morgan Black looks. Awesome. But this one, for Morgan Black to say a widely misunderstood Scottish knight who acts and speaks frankly, be like Captain Morgan Black, be dangerous. Here, living according to Templar's creed, this knightess, but doesn't give her name, tries to recover the Holy Grail, which she suspects Illuminati treasure guardians to his hold. Deal 5,000 damage with artillery in a single skirmish or multiple match. So we're going to unlock this in this one. These are other ones, and I'm going to read them once we unlock them. So this one will unlock next. It'll be very interesting. It's blue, so maybe they could be all... because usually the flag is red, so this matches more. Anyways, let's... with Italians, I did change my deck a bit. I got rid of the Funner allies because they do cost coin, and I ended up as the Maltese game, I didn't really use them that much. And what I have instead done, this deck is basically deck all about Lombards, like really trying to use that to the max because. I don't think I have any cards that is non-Lombard. But what the thinking here is why I go 7 halberdiers here is because I have the Pavis and steel bolts. Both of these are buffs to the Pavisiers. These units here, Pavisiers, Italian crossbowmen equipped with a large shield, providing high hit points. The shield grants different armor types when switching to combat stances, good against heavy infantry and light range cavalry. And again, why Fanar allies are kind of overkill, because their Fanar allies are high hit points, kind of similar to Pavisiers again, and they're against heavy infantry. So Pavisiers, Italian Pavisiers kind of fulfill the same role. And light range cavalry, but not heavy cavalry. So that's why Pavisiers with halberdiers, because halberdiers are really good against heavy cavalry, would be a good sort of bulk of the army until I get... I was thinking to have some Bersaglieri, but I'm just going to create them... train them. That's my gold units. Well, I'm not sure. Probably the halberdiers are also gold unit. Pavisiers maybe as well. But there's this tech for them, Alpini, due to specialist training. Bersaglieri inflict more damage and prioritize targeting the units they counter. So I think they're skirmishers, so there should be countering like other infantry, like musketeers and other skirmishers, musketeers, and so on. So this will be interesting to see because this is one of the First, smart sort of technology, not spells but units and how they behave is kind of similar like in when World of Warcraft first came out. The only smart healing was available to shamans with chain heal, and because of that first sort of smart heal, it was doing in big battles like Alterac Valley, it was doing better. So maybe that's one of those kind of tests and feel how good this sort of smart targeting is that the computer is doing that, not the player. Uh, so okay, so let's go over this deck and why I chose it. So capitalism, why it's kind of needed, I think, in both beginner and those have it. So looks like I'm just gonna keep it. It's good coin trickle and kind of builds upon the trickle that from the Lombard. Then I get Team Lombard, so I have a Lombard wagon that helps me. So I kind of start up that earlier, and it helps the team too that can transform into Lombard and investment building, which converts deposited resources. And what I learned from the Maltese, how it works, and I'm gonna test it here, is you can send, for example, up to 1,500, I think, resources, maybe more because there's like 3K here, and then it allows you to have a steady trickle of resources coming in. I think max is 2 wood or coin or food per second, something like that. Then I went Florentine football here. Italian settler hit points, movement speed, and melee damage are increased by this rough type of play. Why I think this is better than, let's go back to exploration view. The competitor for that was Team Marco Polo Voyages, and I'll definitely play with it, swap them out, see how it feels. But seeing more treasures, because a lot of treasures are already taken, and sometimes you on some maps the treasure guardians are like 3 or more, so you don't get as much benefit from this. While I think the main thing I'm looking at, I see it as an economic boon because settler speed plus 25%, that really helps lumberjacks because then they whenever they have to go to the next patch of forest or gold miners before you go to plantations, they'll just be more faster. They can get away more, and usually your settlers are under some kind of attack from the enemy, so having more hit points and more melee attack damage is very helpful. Then Advanced Politicians, this is a first go-to card. Even when, for example, in play, this card will be the first played, and then you go to the, not feudal age, but the, colonial age? No, it's not colonial age. Discovery age or something, but to second age. So this should be played first. I'll probably play the second, the third, and this only fourth. That's order. And then here, so we covered at least age 1 cards. This I could swap this in, but nothing else really jumps out at me here that I could want instead. This one will be interesting to try out. Guardia di Finanza. The financial police collects coin for each enemy unit you have defeated so far, up to a maximum of 3,000 resources. So that's interesting. Kind of, you have to calculate how many enemy units you need to defeat in order to get the max. And so I don't know how that calculates, but that's another one to kind of it could be a good injection early on if you only have to defeat a few units. So we'll see about this one. So these two are interesting to check out, and let's a last one also maybe in the future. Fast Machiavellianism is Machiavelli, basically how he wrote how a prince should act, a prince like a ruler. Improves your Italian explorer in combat, enables him to pick up treasures nearly instantly, and gives him a powerful canine companion. Interesting. So that could be looked into. Then let's go Commerce Age. I did went with Merchant Republics. It does make sense for this sort of Venice-based Italians. Ships 1 trading post wagon grants resources for past and future control of trading routes. Delivers 1 trading post wagon trade routes. 25% of all the resources you have earned so far are granted to you again. Interesting. Trade routes future income improved by 35%. So, and this card maybe one time. Uffizi ships one Basilica wagon and causes Lombards to trickle XP while converting investment. This is a huge card, and yeah, really, I can't see that. Like these two cards are a must-have in any deck. I think they're actually, yeah. See, both beginner land have this Uffizi card, even Tycoon. I think. And that's another thing is interesting. I haven't tested the Tycoon game mode yet. Probably will do well later. Probably my eco will be probably even worse. So I don't think I'm gonna try that. And anyways, then here, the next one is Monte di Pieta. Ships one Lombard wagon and deposits 700 coin into your Lombards, which will grant you food and wood over time. So that's pretty key. Another key thing I looked at from Widgie Lecarich. You can have two basilicas, but basilicas are important because they are like your church, sort of. Yeah, church, your church mosque building, your temple building, and that you can train papal units from here. And that is key, and also it's key to have them giving you XP, and all these Lombards giving you XP. So that your other cards should be coming in quicker. So they're interesting in a way that they are kind of less reliant on trading posts. Trading posts, this of course card helps, but Italian Civ seems like it can gain a lot of XP without trading post, TP play. Then, of course, there's Team Pizza. Ships one crate of food, wood, coin, and experience. I kind of had to nix or do away with 700 wood and coin because this should gives me 400 of it, and it's enough. With those two, of course, that'll be a stronger opening and a faster H3, but I'll still think about it. But there's a lot of good cards in H3 and 4 that I needed to nix those. Then Statuto Albertino provides your basilical unique Italian promotes. Again, we'll see how good they are and whether they justify this card. Then Chiavoni Swords increases the hand attack of all your cavalry and infantry. I am again more infantry focused just like with Maltese. So it will help these halberdiers and it'll help the Zapoviziers, but mostly it's a help for these halberdiers. And also any other infantry hit points. So these halberdiers and I think Paviziers will also be benefiting, and fencing school. So faster 40% times. Cool Knight. Oh, interesting. They did have riding school in both, so maybe I will see why. I don't see a go-to cavalry unit, so I kind of actually nixed that and got rid of that because I see myself just making more of an infantry army, basically centered around Paviziers with just maybe a couple of this, so 14 halberdiers, no more, and the rest Bostigleries, Papal Bombards, and other Papal Guard units. So that's kind of like how the Commerce Age looks. Another card I might play around with, if, for example, this card is underwhelming or some other card is underwhelming, is this Trattoria building. Ships 2 tavern wagons, allows you to establish taverns in your towns that generate income for you. And by income, I think they mean coin, but this is something I would like to explore in the future. I did have this Fanar allies, but then again, it's a high hit point unit who's good against heavy infantry, which is basically the PVCA. So I just saw that their roles are too similar. If I were not focusing on PVCA like some other units, then if I were not making train around the base around the PVCA, then this unit kind of makes sense, but not without it. Another card that jumped out at me that I kind of found interesting is this Venetian Arsenal, because I couldn't plug it in anywhere here, but ships one early arsenal, so you get it an age earlier in Commerce Age, and docks and military buildings work faster when an arsenal is nearby. And you usually have your arsenal, well, I kind of try to put it more in the back of my base to protect it so that it doesn't get destroyed, but having an arsenal right by your infantry buildings will probably make these two cards even better. And not to mention, this is a must-have card for navy, and I think they have it here. Yep, munition arsenal. But for land, it still is good for land because military buildings. So we'll see about that. And yeah, so these two cards I would like to get if I had more cards to spend. Will be the munition arsenal and the Trattoria, and I'm still gonna look around. For example, if Merchant Republics are not kind of underwhelming or not that good, or on non-TP maps, I'll probably, instead of Merchant Republics, probably put Trattoria or Venetian Arsenal. So that's something to be on the lookout for in my future builds decks. So then let's go to third age. That's Fortress Age. I have Genoese Financiers. Deposit 1,500 coin, 1,500 into your Lombards, which will grant you food and wood over time. And that's in basically all builds, not a beginner build, but on land and strangely missing the Tycoon. But my idea here is I want to exploit the Lombards and see how far they go for me, and that's why I'm going with all of them. So Genoese Financiers and Florentine Financiers. What's interesting about here, Genoese Financiers, I think it makes sense, of course, for Pavisiers to be Italians. What I don't understand in Age of Empires 4, French have these arbaletriers, which also have Pavises, and so I kind of see Age of Empires 3, Age of Empires 2D, where Italians have the Genoese crossbowmen, which is basically the Pavisiers, are more correct in history, or more how I view it. I really don't understand how I get Albertries in French roster in Age of Empires 4, but not those Pavisiers with shields. I'm a bit unsure about that. Oh, another so in fourth stage, yes, you do have this infinite card, but it delivers 9 Pavisiers. But because I'll be creating them myself, I don't really need that as much. That's why I opted for the Halberdiers, because I don't have what I noticed in my earlier roster. If I'm focused on Pavisiers, sure I can have Musketeers and will beat back cavalry, but the Halberdiers will beat back heavy cavalry even better because they have this large, I think, the area of effect attack, and most cavalry come up close in clumps. So that's why I went for Halberdiers and not Pavisiers here, to kind of plug the hole that Pavisiers counter light range cavalry, basically anti-cav like dragoons. I think dragoons are considered light and so on, but not actually melee cavalry or heavy cavalry. So then here, that's why I went with heavy Pavisier hit points and armor increased 10% and so on. What's interesting, I notice here in the volley, tactics, stagger, and melee, the range, siege, hand is actually higher armor than in defend or stand ground, which doesn't make sense to me. Why would you be in normal stance have more armor? Should you have more armor when you're defending or standing ground? So for me, I would almost flip that. Like I would say stand ground should be like the middle, defense should be the highest, so like 0.2. Stand ground should be 0.15, and volley or stagger or melee, the standard one should be the least. Yes, those values kind of don't make sense to me. But anyway, steel bolts, crossbowmen and Pavisiers gain more range and inflict greater damage to heavy infantry and buildings with their bolts. So that's key, just to buff my main unit. And then Milanese arsenal ships 1 arsenal wagon, makes arsenal technology 50% cheaper, and enables advanced improvements to be researched. So that's a must, I think. And these are must if you go in the Pavisier build. If you're not training any Pavisier, you're kind of trying to go or Bisiglieri or something, or with some more cav, yeah, these are not what you would go for. Okay, and then advanced Lombards. Lombards convert resources faster, so 100 coin, wood, food, 100%. That's key for this build. And anything else, any other cards that I might play around with in the future. Cavalry combat grenade launchers is kind of standard, but what I kind of don't have enough space for is this Team House of Savoy. Sends a band of Savoyard armored pistoliers mercenaries. So it's interesting. I think it's better in not a Pavisier build. I really needed somebody good against Cav. But armored pistoliers are, I'm not sure they're good against cap. I think they're good against other infantry. Yeah, we'll see about that. Then these other cards, roundel attacks, are more navy focused. Oh, another card. So the Savoyard and the Freemasons will be interesting. I don't have that in my deck. You do start out with an architect, which is kind of actually interesting. I think they were inspired, or vice versa. Age of Empires Online, the Romans' initial build, and how the developers, animal like price points and so on, others have actually implemented it. Roman started with an architect just like this, and he's just a builder who's very more fast. So it's kind of interesting that now we kind of have that Roman Age of Empires Online Roman gameplay or tactic around the architect in the Italian Civ Age of Empires 3D. So that's pretty awesome. So that's another card that I think it's not in the blend card. It is in the beginner card. It's strangely not in the eco card, which I think would make more sense for an eco card tycoon to have that card. But that's interesting. Another thing which I noticed interesting. Let's go to the final industrial age, is that the Italian improved buildings improve hit points by 40%, while the the Maltese one, even though it's a team bonus, it's only 25%. So I thought it would be flipped. I thought Maltese should have higher hit points, more improved buildings, being more defensive, and the Italians have less hit points. So that's kind of interesting. Another thing, Italians have 40 heavy fortifications. I don't think Maltese have 40 heavy fortifications, unless I'm mistaken. So that's kind of interesting. These two cards make Italians way more robust and stronger. Right now, this deck has nothing defensive. So any towers one I have to put myself. So that's kind of of course there's Battleship, Holy League, but that's all. So what I went here is Florentine financiers, 3,000 coin into Lombards. I went Papal Bombard, Papal Artillery that absorbs some of the damage inflicted to your nearby artillery. So it's kind of like a tank for your other artillery, good against infantry. Then there's Papal Company, 1k of everything, food, wood, and coin, but ships a number of Papal Guards and Papal Bombards. Ships 18 Papal Guards. That's a pretty high number, when most other things here ship only 8. That one's 15. Bourbon Allies ships to 25. But this is a pretty large number shipped. And 3 Papal Bombards. So with that and that, you should have 4 Papal Bombards, and that'll be a really powerful push. And then you can replenish your Papal Bombard losses, which is that's where I get my siege. And then Papal Arsenal. This one's also like supports Basilica units. Ships grants your Papal units powerful charge attacks. So the Papal Guard enables pistol attack charged up. Lancer charge attack. Again, probably the Lancer, but then Lancer is made from the Basilica, not from a military building. So, and there's Papal Zouave, interesting, carbine attack. And Bombard, for these Bombards, these big boys, it unlocks Holy Fire charge ability. And research points minus 50%, that's also pretty good. And then Alpini, I described it earlier, they're kind of the anti-infantry for versatility. And then Robber Barons, you get 1 factory. And then Usury, extortionate interest rates have improved Lombard return on investment. So get 0.8 food converted to coin grants 1. So just bumped up a bit and changes outer gather yield for coin by 25%. That is pretty good. So it's all about the Lombard play. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's go back here. That's our Libertarian, Mdina, and we'll have 4 Papal Bombards. So we should be in a better position to deal with this than even in the last. So even though Italians make more sense, let's look at some other Alps maybe. Teams are separated by large impassable mountains with only a few passes. Bourbon, Habsburg, Wittelsbach, the settlements, Outlaws, Inquisitor, Highwayman, Rider. I haven't seen Highwayman Rider. So Alps looks interesting. If I do European maps, oh, that's random. randomly selects. Do I see the list for it? Nope, I don't see the list for it. Um, you know what they should add here? Like filter, like all filter by European, Asian, other maps. Right now they're all kind of under one. Uh, there's Black Forest. Oh, there's Budapest. Each player begins with 2 town centers and double the provisions from their home city, split across a wide river. So you actually have 2 town centers on the opposite side of the river. That's pretty crazy. Carpathians teams begin on opposite sides of a mountain range with extra citizens from their home city. Interesting. Colorado, Danish Straits, Ceylon, Congo Basin, Corsica, Sardinia. That's for a navy. Poorland. Teams spawn on separate islands in the Mediterranean Sea. Spawn on opposite shores of a frozen gulf branching out of the Baltic Sea. Then there's Danish Straits. Teams battle for control of this rugged coastal region that is home to several small islands. They have Oldenburg settlement, Vasa, and Hanover. There's England. Start with upgraded trade routes. So basically, they already have, I think, industrialized, meaning they have railroad and so on. In the north, players will find coal mines. In the south, there is a small but bountiful sea. Interesting. And then there's a river. Settlements only Hanover, Inquisitor, Highwayman, and Rider. Dunes are from African expansions. There's Dnieper Basin. What's interesting, this very East Slavic or Slavic Orthodox Church sort of design. And players start in the hunt-rich steppe and can cross the mighty Dnieper River to secure the thick forest and gold mines. Oh, so this is steppe, and then you go to the forest. All your wood and coin is beyond the shallows, beyond the Dnieper River, basically. That makes sense because how historically Cossack and other Russian settlements they were, they like these bends in the river, or even when two rivers like Semirechye or Trirechye, meaning there's a bend in multiple rivers and an island. So then they would put that'll be their base, which will be protected from steppe attacks. So that's then Fertile Crescent, Eurasian steppe. Players begin scattered across this vast steppe with enough wood stockpile to start their first town. Again, we see that sort of Orthodox church over there. I'll definitely want to play it, but not as the Italians. Maybe later. Oh, there's France. 4 short trade lines, each with 2 capturable royal trade sites, converge in the center of the map. Bourbon, Cossack Rider, Highwayman Riders. It's interesting they also have a Cossack Rider in France. It's a little far. And here they have Cossack Rider and Wuku Horseman. A better would be Mongol, I think. But let's make sense. Rider Plains, Hispaniola, that's what we had before. Just looking for new. There's Hungarian Plains. This region lies in the plains between the several mountain ranges that provides a bevy of resources and 2 short trade routes. Habsburg, Jagiellon is the Polish. They have winged Hussars. Hajduk, Krabat. Oh, there's Italy. We played that. They have Bourbon, Habsburg, Fanar, Wittelsbach. You're protected with the star fort, must extend out the base, and you can build the things. And we noticed a bug: the AI never built the wall towers, but that'll make it even more tougher. Look at this donut, Ireland, bountiful coastal waters, dense ancient forests around a circular trade route. Okay, and the large flocks of sheep. Ireland has much to offer. Hanover only Inquisitor, Highwayman Rider. Donut. Okay, Kamchatka, we've seen this. Lithuania, look at that. Heavily wooded region with many bodies of water, so lots of lakes. It may be summer or winter. Oh, it's kind of like it's kind of they're treating Lithuania like a Great Lakes region, which can also be either summer or winter. So this map actually has two sort of sets, two looks: Hajduk and Cossack Rider. There's low countries. This region is largely flooded, and most of the resources can be found on the Central Peninsula with two trade routes. Oh, Central Peninsula, so this one, and then you can kind of go from the sides. It's Mongolia's previous map, Niger River's African map, Pepper Coast. Oh, Pripyat marshes, a vast swamp, and thick forests lie in the center of the map. Oldenburg, Vasa, Jigilian, Hajduk, Cossack Rider. Makes sense. Oh, Saxony. A winding river between small mountains provide defensible positions in this resource-rich region. Wetten, Oldenburg, Hanover, Wittelsbach. Oh, there's a Scandinavia now. Fishing is plentiful on both sides of this peninsular region. The parallel trade routes may spawn along the coast or on land behind each team's area. Okay. There's Scotland. The enemy is always close by in this rugged peninsular region. Settlements Hanover. So it kind of looks like there's lots of mountains this northern route. There's a route here and more even terrain on the bottom. So these are like to show highlands, and the little islands off the sides are kind of like the Orkney Islands, which are actually owned by Norway, I think. Oh, there's Spain, peninsula, plateaus and local settlements in provide national checkpoints in this area of the Iberian Peninsula: Bourbon, Habsburg, Highwayman Rider. And then these are the special maps, the 8 they all named thee. That was very smart of them. So it's kind of in a bunch. They have Vistula Basin, Wallachia. Yeah, let's go over the Vistula Basin. A winding river and a trade route. So river and a trade route together bisect each other. Oh, in this otherwise open grassy plain. Oh, Vistula Basin might be like almost the new kind of Dakota or Great Plains. It looks pretty open and flat. Vasa, Wetten, Jagilian, Hajduk, Cossack Rider. That'll be interesting. Wallachia. 3 trade routes along the Danube River are linked together to provide a lucrative economic investment down the middle. Wetten, Fanar, Hajduk, Krabat. Ooh, Wallachia would be very fun to play. Let's do Alps. We were in Italy first, and let's go up the mountains. There's Finland. I think I missed some. Yeah, Finland. This region has dense forests and 3 trade routes which are linked. Oh, so many good maps. I love it. Okay, let's do Alps. And I'll be green. I think green kind of fits. I will be allied with keep it hardest. I'll just show you how powerful the Dutch AI is. They're gonna basically win the game for me. I need to be quite fast. Who will be against? We'll get against Germans, kind of Holy Roman Empire, Spanish. There'll be red and French. That should be good. Although Dutch kind of doesn't make sense as an ally. Well, a little bit. They were like Venice. All right, let's go. A lot of talking, not much playing, but it's also because the decks will change. And see Italy. So Black Forest is right there. Hungary to the east. This is France. So you kind of can see.
Finally came to your senses and joined my side, eh?
Okay, you start on the market immediately. What's awesome, I don't think it costs anything, it just costs time. See, 80 seconds. And you could, how do I, boost it? Pay for this to boost it. Oh, so you have to gather enough. But you start with only 3 settlers. So I need 1 more settler. At least up to 5. Cesare Polo. I'll probably need to change his name. Yeah, I do need this wood, but also what I'll actually need to do next is go um, for coin somehow. I'm kind of forgetting why Ouija went for coin. Oh, look at these. This is like very. Oh, let's speed this up. Okay, and then let's get a house down. Okay, you start. Oh yeah, that's what we needed. The hunting dogs. Uh, because each economic upgrade, you get a villager or something with the Italians. Let's get that faster. Okay. Yeah. So that's even split. So three, 4, kind of an even split here. More houses. Okay, now I want, advanced politicians, I guess, because I'll get the quick. Should. And then, oh, because each upgrade, and what's cool about the Italians, you can get the steel traps. Wood. Oh, let's get that quicker. So it's a queue. That's enough. Maybe get a basilica or lombard. 120. Let's. I can't make a basilica yet. Where's basilica? F. Get a lombard, I guess. I need to get this upgrade, which I need some wood. Some wood. Oh, and that's why I'm saving for these eco upgrades. Let's get this at least. So then, steel gang saw. So then we can get this faster. Oh, I'm getting it now. That's why eco upgrades are so good. Oh, these are the two. C4. I need to save for this. Nice. Okay. 9. I finished it up. Oh, this was gone. At least 3. Kind of very evenly split right now. Let's just keep making lombards, I guess. One more lombard. Oh, 250. Maybe that's what I'm going for. Log flume. Oh, very interesting. So you do spend some resources, but it's better than.
Now that I can see where your explorer is headed, I know your entire plan.
I'm not sure you do. Okay. My lombards, I'm gonna try to put it all in one area. It's kind of like Dutch banks in a way. Yes, let's get that. Let's switch to food now. I don't think we need. Yeah.
Ossequi. Come state?
Finish that up.
Sì.
Um,
Lo costruiremo qui. Sì.
let's do a defensive building.
Non mi presto fia concluso.
Yeah. Hold on, because we guess we're up against Germans. So I was kind of expecting this. Get in there. Let's go to the next age and then get these food upgrades. So we gotta get that faster. For 80, did he save for this as well? I don't think so. Go work. Let's see here. Governor, inventor, Medici. The Lombard wagon, Medici, yeah. 2 arsenal wagons and a free arsenal technology. If we had that other arsenal tech for making buildings faster, this will be actually pretty good. But I'm going Lombard strategy, and I'm gonna go that.
Ossequi.
See, so the Lombard is also doubles as a to get outlaws and units. Ascari, Canuri guard, interesting. I'm being attacked already. This tower is not helping.
Lo costruiremo qui. Ne siete sicuro? Non mi si faccia fretta. Odessa è Artes. Sì.
Let's get them to attack this.
Ne siete sicuri? Lo costruiremo qui.
Get inside. Nice. So we need gold for that. Okay. Oh, we just gotta. Oh yes, I need basilicas. Oh, I can only have one. That's a huge building. Look at that. It's like the biggest building in Age of Empires 3, I think. Okay. So without the spec, oh boy. That's an enemy. We'll just make them normally. The path is 300. I really need this tech. This Uffizi is critical, otherwise I'm not getting much experience right now. Let's get this one. So then we have 2 basilicas. Come on. Oh, look how much it will cost me. Acceptable. Wow, that's pretty fast. Let's do another one. Oh my goodness. It's humongous. Yeah, see, you get spies, you get papal guards, Chiavoni, light infantry, that count as other light infantry, but does so very effectively. Interesting. Then you have papal lancers and papal zouaves. Let's finish that up. Now I still need a little bit more villagers there. What's interesting, you can get. I thought you could get basilicas on free techs. These are not free. Um. Um.
Ossequi. Bene.
Yeah, go get some. I need some infantry building.
Non mi si faccia fretta. Codesta è arte.
Come state?
Buon minatore.
Um. Let's get one more Lombard.
My people are hungry. Do you have some food?
Yes, sure.
Your generosity is greatly appreciated.
I'll just give you 100, bro. That's not much. But it's better than nothing, I guess. Yep. Keep making stuff. Oh, you could do 3 at a time? 3 priests? Whoa, a lot of spies. Oh, no, run! Did I get this upgrade? I did. Otherwise, I'll be dead. Lombard, finish! Get inside. Oh my goodness.
Lo costruiremo qui. Gli italiani migliori fanno.
I'll get some musketeers out. Oh, they have a cannon already. Hey, that's not fair. Oh, they have Vulcan Javeliners. That's a lot of stuff they have. I think I need some Papal Guards. Wow, that's a huge attack. What can I do? Fancy school, I guess. Just something to come out. Oh wow, they're gonna completely destroy me here. No. Genocide never feels good. Stop killing me, Spain. Help out? Bruh. Oh my goodness, I might just lose this. Did I just lose my... Run! Oh my goodness, so much cannon. Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. Papal Guard. Fight! Ah, my villagers! They're all dying. Okay, if I didn't have that upgrade, I'd be dead. I'm kind of already dead. No. Run, 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 run. Oh my goodness, I'm just... I can't lose everything. Like, there's so many stuff here. Get wood at least. Let's get this house. Okay.
Ottimo, ben comprendo. Per la papa, bene, ben comprendo.
Okay.
Un istante di
Let's... They have skirmishers. Food and wood. I need some of you on food. Yeah, get this food here. Look at these Pavisier. Oh my goodness. Oh, they rolled me hard. Okay, I think I'm gonna just build behind this town center. Yeah, get all these. Okay, two of y'all. Okay. I need a town center. And I'm gonna build it behind here. Yeah, I can't let these two fall. Yeah, hardest is hard. He already has so much banks. Did I lose my architect? Can I create another architect, or that's it? I start with one and then I'm done now. Yeah, I need a farm pretty quick. Huh. Wait, is yellow right there? They're so close. Why did he send troops so far away to just fight me? Oh, let's help against yellow here. Ah, no population. Let's build our houses here. We're helping. Did they kill my...
Soon you will learn true power is earned, not imagined.
Oh, great. Right when I'm building my new houses. Let's go help them. Highwayman. I need a healer. Help. Let's fight together. Okay. You. Did they eat that? Where is the...
This will be the location of my next military base.
Grazie per aver pagato bene. Comandi, no malnato scudo, un malnato scudo.
Let's get that. Yes.
Dove mi reco? Malnato scudo.
Oh.
Mina, come state? Buon dì. Bene.
Heal him.
Comandi. Desti. Dove mi reco? Un istante di grazia. Non malnato scudo. Boschi.
Go heal up.
Comandi. Un malnato scudo.
Bene. Taglia boschi.
That should be enough for now.
Ossequi.
Do we have any? Oh, we do have some sheep ibexes.
Minatore.
Buon dì. Oh sì. Bene. Minatore.
Keep working.
Come sta? Prego. Come sta? Bene. Prego.
Minatore.
No food.
Bene.
Um,
Come sta?
Come state?
heal them up.
Come state? Un malnato scudo. Un istante di grazia. Buon dì.
Ossequi.
Heal up. Wow.
Come state? Taglia boschi.
You heal up now.
Ove mi reco?
Let's
Comesti. Un istante di grazia. Un istante. Non si lesto. Buon prego.
Ossequi. Bene. Come prego. Come sta? Ossequi. Minatore. Come minatore. Ossequi. Come
okay. We have 8 now here. Keep making them.
Ossequi.
Healed up.
Cacciatore.
Now go here. Where's my guy? He has 2 wolves. Get that wolf and then that.
Come sta? Cacciatore.
Comandi. Non si lesto.
Okay, heal me up.
Come state?
Minatore.
9. Well, there's a lot of fighting here.
Comandi. Ove mi reco? Ove un istante di grazia. Un istante di grazia.
Nomine Patris.
Comandi. Non si lesto. Un istante di grazia.
Oh, I can make archers. Ooh, I can have 5 of them. Okay.
Ossequi. Come state? Buon dì.
Uh,
Come state? Sì. Minatore.
did they destroy my market? Nope, they did not.
Ossequi.
Okay,
Capomastro.
farm.
Ove mi reco?
Huh.
If you keep following my lead, your nation may become as strong as mine.
Wood. Oh yes, go over here. At least I need 1. I don't know how I'll keep all 5 architects busy. Let's make 2 and see if 2 of them can work on the same thing, on the same tile, sort of.
Ove mi reco? Comandi. Non si lesto. Non si lesto. Comandi.
Segui. Va bene. Ottimo.
Let's go see here. Trading post, I don't have any. Really need to get to this northwestern corner.
Comandi.
Al presto lo farò. Al
Ove mi
presto lo
reco?
farò. This will be the location of my next military base.
Un istante di grazia.
The Mikemen are good against buildings, so that's why I'm getting some of them out.
Qual è Lo costruiremo qui?
Buon dì. Os prego.
Okay.
State?
Come contadino. Lo costruiremo qui?
Okay. Maybe make some more houses.
Faccia fretta. Modesta e arte. Dove mi reco?
This will be the location of my next military base.
It's kind of hard to see my green units against this green grass. Papacy permits you to construct an additional basilica at the cost of a longer construction time. Ooh, why not? There's Risorgimento, ships 15 revolutionaries, ships 1 additional revolutionary for each settler. You have lost so far. Huh. Carabinieri, ships 10 veteran carabinieri of all range cavalry. But I don't have much range cavalry to speak of. Let's do people guards.
Un istante. Malnato scudo. Il farò. Alla marcia. O buondì. Ossequi.
5.
Ossequi. Contadino.
There's another one. Where's my other one?
Ossequi.
Buondì. Come state?
Wait, where's one of them?
Qual è l'edificio?
One of them is this guy. Where is he? Okay, they need to make a better... Can he work?
Ossequi.
Just a minute.
Buondì. Come state? Sì.
Architect. Okay, there he is.
Sì.
Oh my goodness, kind of hard to see him.
Ossequi. Sì. Capomastro.
Un istante di grazia.
Capomastro. Capomastro.
Come state? Malnato scudo.
Okay. Can we get some...
Bene. Capomastro.
Come press. Taglia boss. Un istante. Non malnato scudo.
E sia.
Un istante di grazia. Malnato scudo.
Ah,
Come sta? Prego. Taglia boss. Taglia boss. Taglia boss.
Buondì. Taglia boss.
Ossequi.
how many people here? 9.
Avete del tempo. Gli italiani non mi si faccia fretta.
Oh, both of them can build.
Arte.
Would that help it or no?
Come state? Contadino.
Odesti.
Ossequi. Amen.
Comando.
Yeah, help.
Sì. All'assalto.
Oh, look at these guys.
Ove mi reco. Sì. Comandi. Un istante. Non si... Malnato scudo. Un malnato scudo.
What? Are they allied? Did that make them allied?
All'assalto. Comandi. Un sì. All'assalto.
I think I made them allied. Huh?
Comandi. Alla furia.
Whoops. I messed up. Okay. It'll be for more fun our game.
Ossequi.
Sì. Comandi.
Yeah, they're definitely allied. How did I not see 3-4 score? Frederick was Isabella.
Come state?
Ossequi. Taglia boss.
Ossequi.
Buondì. Come state? Capo ma cercatore. Capo bene.
E sia.
Allo sì, adesso lo farò. Alla sì. Malnato scudo. Sì.
Oh, go back. Ah. And the cannon's killing me.
Bene. Capomastro.
Buondì.
Ove mi reco.
Why? Ugh, he's fighting French.
Desti, non sillesto. Osegui, come prego. Tagliaboschi.
Let's get a cannon.
Tagliaboschi.
Okay.
Come bene.
Bene.
What's this? A trading post?
Prego. Sì. Cobuondi. Tagliaboschi.
Keep working. I could do another basilica. Yeah, I need to get to the next age. Don't have enough. Where am I?
Sì, osegui.
These guys should be getting coin for me.
Cacciatore.
Malnato scudo.
Buondì. Amen.
Comandi? Desti. Ove mi... Non sillesto. Malnato scudo. Come state?
We have some difficult fighting ahead of us, my lords. We must be quick about it.
Prego.
Oh boy.
Comandi. Ove mi... Malnato scudo.
Ah, we need to take this or they'll win. I have got no siege yet.
Bene. Comandesti.
4 minutes.
Non sillesto. Ma non malnato scudo.
Ove mi reco. E sia.
Let's get some of these guys.
Desti. Comandi.
Oh, they're faster now. Okay.
Scudo.
Come sta? Prego. Tagliaboschi.
Come state? Sì. Bene.
Okay, how do we get there? This map is a little whack.
Non sillesto.
Cacciatore.
Desti. Ove mi reco. Ma non sillesto. Comandi. Ove mi reco. Desti. Non sillesto. Malnato scudo. Ove mi reco. Malnato scudo. Alla pugna. Comandi. Non malnato scudo. Non sillesto. Ma non sillesto.
Let's go.
Di grazia.
We gotta take this over. That's why they're so close together and they're not. How did I mess that up?
Ove mi reco. Prego.
Was I can't go up there? Can't go up the mountain?
Un istante di... Ma un istante di grazia.
One mod rifleman and royal horseman. Let's get that, I guess.
Comandi. Desti. Un istante di grazia. Non sillesto.
Amen. In nomine Patris.
Where's my?
Lo costruiremo qui.
Yeah, I need you to make another one here. It should be pretty protected.
Ove mi reco.
Where is my this guy? Okay.
Ben ottimo.
What? Oh, there's another.
Ben va bene.
Comandi. Ove mi reco. Sì. Alla pugna. Comandi. Sì. Ma non sillesto.
Keep moving, keep moving. Don't stop.
Un istante.
You've got the right idea, my Dutch friend.
Ottimo. Ben ottimo. Ben va bene.
Non... Ma un istante di grazia.
Ove mi reco. In nomine e
Desti.
sia.
Alla... Ma non sillesto.
Va bene.
Can you get over here?
Alla pugna.
Stop that. No! They're right on my back!
Essia.
Help me! Don't fight the French! Oh my goodness.
Oui, je le ferai. Très bien.
Upgrade this guy, upgrade that guy. Hmm.
Don't worry about the clock. It will be over soon enough.
As a result of my achieving this monopoly.
Ove mi reco.
Wait,
Ah, sì. Ma un istante di
I would just took them off. Where is my...
Prego.
I don't understand. You no longer hold it. Oh, they hold a majority or something?
non si lesto, sì. Malnato scudo. Un istante.
And
Essia.
Ma non mal
let's try to kill this.
si lesto. Ove mi reco.
Fui ferito. Non posso muovermi.
Come testi.
I will lose.
Sì.
And I don't get this, so I have to do... Yeah, I'll just...
Alla strada. Sì. Non si lesto.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely allied. They didn't fight each other. Oh boy. Alright. Guess I'm gonna do it in the next video. Just break it up.